Hello, I am Napay Jr., the project manager of Siki Biomass Boiler Project in Honduras, Central America. The biomass boiler is model SHL35-39-360. The boiler building has a length of 41.5 meters, width is 54 meters, and the height is 23 meters. While the biomass storage house has a length of 86 meters, width of 54 meters, and height of 17 meters. The boiler structure was started on November 11 by installing columns, beams, platforms, ladders, and railings. And on December 1st, the boiler drum is mounted on top of boiler structures. Then started the installation of water wall tubes, downcomer tubes, pressure tubes, and all pipings around the boiler. The aerator, multicyclone, wet scrubber, chimney, and asilo, and fuel handling conveyors were also constructed. On March 1, the hydro testing was started and completed on March 2. But we have to do a rehydro testing because there is detected leaking joints at one pipe at evaporator pipe and one joint at superheater drainage pipe. Rehydro testing was completed on March 5 with hydro test pressure of 69 bars and no more leaks detected on all pipings. The person involved in supervision of biomass boiler project are me, Napay Jr., being in charge of the project and supervising the installation of all structural steelworks, while Mr. Homi is in charge of boiler water wall tubes, downcomer tubes, pressure tubes installation, and refractory works. Mr. Shah is in charge for the installation of control panels, PLC, electrical wirings, and cable pulling. Sir Kojiro is the interpreter and the finance officer. Mr. Chan, Mr. Tin, and Mr. Jack were the Maxto engineering contractor from Malaysia who are in charge of the fuel handling conveyor installation, while Mr. Philip Ho was in charge of reverse osmosis water station. Engineer Hector is in charge of Siki Civil Works. Engineer Ricardo Reyes in charge of Siki structural and electromechanical installation works, while Mr. Felipe Velasco is the Siki supervisor for structural and electromechanical installation works. Then we start the preheating activities on April 9 and completed on April 24. After we boil out the water from boil drum, Mr. Andro started the startup and commissioning of boiler on April 27 until March 5, but it is a failure due to castable problem that had been detected. On May 6, the boiler was shut down due to castable problem and it needs to be repaired as soon as possible. On May 7, Siki subcontractor started demolition works on area wherein castable repair works occurs, and on June 2, started the application of new refractory Ultra 90 by Thermal Ceramics and completed on July 3. On July 4, Mr. Andro started the second trial for commissioning of boiler. The common problem encountered during the boiler operation was the frequent clogging of fuel conveyor that causes jam pack. So the Siki requested Maxto Engineering of Malaysia to make immediate solution, and Maxto complied by sending again Mr. Jack back here at Honduras, and Mr. Jack and Siki make immediate solution that made the fuel shut fuel handling conveyor to perform as expected. The boiler was shut down again for maintenance. Maintenance works like installing of 18 units blow-down valves, 2 units vibrator motor at multicyclone, cleaning and adjusting of PRB and others to be done with maintenance works. Being the project manager of this project, I know that Hamada boiler loses big amount of money due to castable problem and its labor costs. Scrubber pumps with scrubber spray nozzle, vibrator motors, and balance blow-down valves, plus its air package costs. As per my conclusion, to avoid the same problem to happen, especially on overseas projects, Hamada Boiler China needs a good quality controller or quality control engineer by checking the materials to be delivered wholeheartedly. A woman quality controller or woman quality control engineer is needed in this category because she will perform her duties well without hindrances. A complete package of team that will perform in every category is also needed to be dispatched at every project abroad. Without a good quality control engineer or quality control personnel that will check the materials before it will be shipped out from China going to project site abroad, means 60% of Hamada boiler will be bankrupt. Remember the cost of materials to be purchased locally on the project abroad, plus its delivery cost is quite expensive as compared to China price. So to avoid the same problem or the same incident like what happened here in Siki, Honduras project, the responsibility of checking the materials to be sent before shipping out from China lies on the quality control engineer or quality control personnel, and must be a woman, whom China office can trust that she performs her duties well. Next is the drawing to be used for installation at job site. All drawings must be complete with details such as dead load, elevations, and details. Piping isometric drawings must be finalized before issuance to avoid double handling of works, like what happened here at Siki, Honduras project. All piping such as steam line from boiler going to high pressure heaters that need support must be reflected on the drawing, complete with details and elevation to avoid delays and double handling of works that is already done. All drawing that will be issued for installation must be final, or if there is revision, send it immediately to person in charge at the job site for immediate implementation or installation. No need to wait. Proper information is badly needed for our design group to avoid further problems. Now, the boiler is operating smoothly while Mr. Andrew is making the fine-tuning before we hand over prior for acceptance by CK. That's all, sirs, madams. Hoping for more big projects abroad. Thank you very much for your usual support on us. Yours truly, Jose M. Napay Jr. Thank you. Bye-bye.